Welcome to the special edition of Investor Ideas Podcast with a spotlight on the cannabis sector. Recently attending the ArcView Investor Forum at the Westin Bayshore in Vancouver, BC, we got to interview some of the most influential thought leaders in the sector. Over the next coming week, tune in to hear guests such as Troy Dayton from ArcView, Sean McCabe from Electrum Partners, and Mike Gorenstein from the first publicly traded NASDAQ cannabis company. And many more, including an exclusive interview with the startup winner from the forum. You will hear thoughts on emerging markets, key data from the US and Canada, and how tech plays a role in the cannabis sector and what it takes to become a success in this industry.
Here with Sean McCabe, the Director of Business Development at Electrum Partners. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to be here in Vancouver, Canada, and it's really exciting to be seeing the market development that's happening here and take a look at a bunch of companies, both from the United States and Canada and other places.
Other places. Talk a bit about emerging markets throughout the world.
All right, so let's start with Canada because currently the really exciting places are the British medical market and the German recreational medical market, and there's lots of other recreational markets coming on in the EU. Now, currently they don't grow their own cannabis, right? So Macedonia and the ex-chief of the secret police of Macedonia are actually printing money, supplying the British and the German medical markets right now, right? So Jamaica is about to come in and compete with that for international export, and Canada is about to compete for international export, right? So you're going to see a rush to international markets, and America is actually going to be behind on those markets, right? Because there's nowhere where you can legally export from the United States until federal legalization happens. So Canada is going to be on the forefront of that. Macedonia is going to be on the forefront of that. In Africa, South Africa is going to come online as a major exporter. There's people in Zimbabwe having talks in the local government there and national government about what it would look to do export from there. And there's currently millions of plants under cultivation in the DR Congo already that are being exported in the black market, right? That they're going to have talks and lobbying in their government to figure out what to do with that, right? So America's actually way behind on the international export game, which is going to become one of the main markets in cannabis.
So where does that leave the U.S.? I mean, there's a lot of talk of market liberalization down there, but how do you see the market in the next couple of years there?
I mean, the market in the United States is blowing up, right? The United States is the largest cannabis market in the entire world, right? And is now currently the largest producer of marijuana, right? Before, Mexico was the largest producer of marijuana, but it's kind of funny because most of that was being produced for the American market. And then after that, the next largest producer for the black market in the world was Paraguay, right? Which supplies the South American market. So America is a huge market in and of itself. We're going to see massive growth over the next 3 to 5 years. And the way that we're trying to participate in that, and the thing that we're most excited about, is our ancillary debt fund that we're putting together as part of Electrum Capital Management, our upcoming fund company. So look at it this way. In a state like Nevada, which is a relatively small market, to build out the infrastructure, just the picks and shovels to the green, if you will, right? Nutrient systems, lighting systems, brick and mortar storefronts, real estate leasing, anything that doesn't touch the plant, de-risked investment, that cost $820 million for infrastructure so far, right? And no one can get a loan from a bank, no one can get a mortgage, right? So that market's going to continue to grow, and there's going to be about $25 billion needed for just infrastructure plays, right? Things that do not actually directly touch the plant over the next 3 to 5 years, right? So if you can start a fund and you can be that siphon through which that capital meets that infrastructure, then everyone's going to have a Merry Christmas. Right. And that's one of the things that I'm most excited about in the American market right now, real estate leasing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Thailand and Laos and Cambodia are coming on as CBD markets right now. The Thai government just licensed the first program to do CBD in the country. Right, so you're going to see competitive hemp export coming out of Southeast Asia and coming out of China specifically. There's currently 3 licenses for Chinese hemp grows. So currently there's a huge shortage in the market for CBD because people are starting to create CBD health products, CBD anti-aging cream, CBD anti-inflammatory medical products, right? So you're going to see massive competition coming out of Asia as those markets emerge, and they're going to be able to grow hemp for CBD purposes at a fraction of the price of the North American market, and that's going to be a really interesting thing to watch as it develops.
Great. Well, Sean, thanks a lot.
I really appreciate it.
All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more podcasts, you can go to www.investorideas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on iTunes, Google Play Music, iHeart.com, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker, and SoundCloud.